Alright, so we made it into the meat section as I said that I would do. And this is your T-bone section, your luxury rarity meats. And I can't believe it, there is one last tomahawk left. So we're gonna cook this up and see how it goes. Let's go to the kitchen. Again, I said, let's go. It's another bright morning in the fucking eyes of paradise, in the hellhole loop of misery. Once again, grab your popcorn, grab your socks, get ready to take over the world, my Skittle friends. Yes, it's another fucked up paradigm, and I'm here to tell you. Alright, so what we have here is the rosemary garlic lamb shank. We got the lamb, bison, that's what I was saying, is these are good meats to have with the lamb breast. And of course I'm going to do a segment on a special tomahawk ribeye steak, which is actually one of the last one that I could find. So just show you how to cook the perfect steak, the perfect, literally every time you cook it. I had those eggs that are left, so I'm going to just cook them right up. And so people ask me how many, like what the diet consists of, which is a lot of meat, obviously, a T-bone. You got this going on, got your sun chips, a lot of bananas and kale, even goat milk, sirloin ribeye. I was going to get the tomahawk steak as well. Kind of disappointed you got the cheddar brats. I didn't want that. Everything should be uncured. Okay, so real quick, you want to have like a air breathing tray and that ready for the oven. You got the tomahawk, you got this ready to sear, and you want to set this for 375. You can use coconut oil as well. You want to also get a pound of butter, so you can melt that butter, and then you can use rosemary, thyme. You can put different things in that for when it's finished in the oven. Okay, so here we go. Let's sear it. Of course, key thing, keeping it balanced with moringa, even with the cheeses, the Gouda, Gouda, and so you balance it with some junks and then some good, almond milk. So it's like having a balance, I think. I fell in love with these garden salsa sun chips. I'm sure they're not the best for you, but it is what it is. And for enjoying the Midwestern lifestyle, the best you can just half of my month's supply of food, but I'm going to go back and get more. And Garbanzo beans, Wagyu beef patties, and bison, and then lamb, I feel should be staple if you're trying to get, and then ribeye if you can. These are tiny right now, but I'm going to go back and get that tomahawk, which is huge, and you should be able to eat it for a few days and really get a lot of your protein and feel really good, as well as chicken. Damn, this fucking steering wheel is hot. I was just recording it. It fucking didn't send. Anyway, start rolling. I got to get you the moringa seeds and moringa nutrition out. Not much you can do here but eat food, which is fine with me. Bison, lamb, that's some stuff that I do back in the neighborhood, And glad to see you, man. I hope your family's doing well. You shit tard. What you doing, you fuck? Man? Okay, so when you get this hot enough, you can take this and go right ahead. Sear that. And it's best to have a thermometer so you can check in the internal. I will have a chart where you can see what like if you want medium rare, what actual temperature you need. Probably about 100 if you want medium rare. So you want to check in the center when you are putting it into the... All right, in all seriousness, how's everybody doing today? Huh? Y'all good? Let me know. It's so fucking hot out. Boom. And just want to fucking Netflix and chill. And maybe watch
a ribbon. So half the team has a green flag and the other half.
So you know,
so we were always on the same team.
I want to taste, because she put something in the bottom.
That's the balsamic.
So what I actually did is I took the knife and I cut the bone part off as it was kind of dragging off the pan, because it's a smaller pan. And then, so you want to sear one side, flip the other, and flip it, sear the other side. And you also want to cook the sides of the tomahawk. So you want to get the sides right here. 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. 60 eggs. Got my sun chips, some bread, and some junk food, and then some Hershey's chocolate, and uncured meat there. A fuckload of just junk. Bison milk, orange juice, beef, lamb, goat milk, tons of bananas, kale, you name it. Organic. And we are back. We got the pizza. We got the family. We got some more stories. Mark, you still all right? Man, he took a beating.
Meet my little friend. Say hello to my little friend.
I got shot in the neck. I mean, we're recovering right now. We got our recovery meal now. Good job. Oh wow. Home sweet home. Got juicy that is the fast off of it. The reason these are more pricey cuts of steak is because of the giant bone and the amount of work into cutting this bone, but it gives it its really juicy flavor. As you know, it's one of the best steaks in the world, as well as Wagyu. So that's about good. It's ready to go probably in the oven and cook for I like medium rare. So you want to let it go air drying tray, so you can kind of just like that, and just let it sit for about 5 or 10 minutes, however you want to look at it, and then we can put it into the oven, like so, about, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes, depends on how you want it cooked. And that's an Italian sausage, I think?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure if it was brat or not. Bratwurst. A spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball. Next, I'll pull it this way, go that way.
See how much I can fit in the old tanker. Yeah. Oh, look at that pie. Mamma mia. A beautiful pizza. What's this pizza? What's this one?
Italian sausage.
Okay.
Or some pepperoni sausage, and this one is pepperoni garlic.
Nice. Alright, y'all, this was the craziest thing ever. I literally just popped 3 eggs I had before I left the trip to go to Central America in LA. And like the 3rd egg, I literally popped it. Like I cracked it and it blew up. I've never seen anything like it. Like it literally went boom. It blew up like a carbonated like nitrogen balloon or some crap. Like there's eggshell everywhere. That was freaking wild, man. I've never seen an egg blow up. Okay, I don't have a thermometer, but I do taste test, and it's just nice and fatty. It's just right here. It's still, when you can push on it, it's kind of still mushy, and it's medium or medium rare. That's how I like it. If you like it rare, then you should have got it bloody. So this is perfect. pelican, no? I mean, it's not a pelican. It's a seahorse. You can lock it up. You go to TSA. You know, shit all the time. I always like to have it clean. Out.
You need to.
I'm showing you how to cook the perfect tomahawk steak. Step 8 here, and I'm so excited to share with you guys today how to cook a tomahawk steak the right way so you don't end up wasting a whole bunch of money. If you don't know what a tomahawk is a bone-in ribeye, and boy are they delicious and a little bit pricey. The reason they are a little bit more money is because the butcher does extra work to clean this bone off. To start, we need to let these steaks come to room temperature for at least 30 minutes. If you're using frozen steaks, they need to thaw in the fridge first. When picking out your steak, get a nice thick cut. They're easier to cook because thinner steaks tend to dry out faster. As you can see, these are beautiful prime grade cuts of meat. The USDA has 3 different grades of beef. It's got prime grade, choice grade, and select. These are prime grade, they're delicious, but buy what you can afford, and this recipe is going to make that a perfect steak. First off, let's get our grill going smoking hot and preheat our oven to 375 degrees. Then we're going to salt and pepper our steaks generously. You're looking for about 1 teaspoon of kosher salt per pound of steak. Make sure you get it all over, including the sides. And for the pepper, do it to your liking. Once you've got a crust of seasoning, they're ready for the grill. Our grill is nice and hot, and we're going to get our steaks on. We're going to cook each side for 3 to 4 minutes. And what we're looking for is that beautiful crust. Once you've got a nice sear on both sides, make sure you sear the edges as well. Once all sides are seared, remove them and put them on a cooling rack. These steaks are finished with their sear, and we're going to pop them in the oven. We're going to cook these until they reach an internal temperature of 135 degrees. That's going to take us about 30 to 40 minutes. But please don't cook to time, cook to temp. Getting yourself a good instant read thermometer is going to be the best bet to ensure that your meat is cooked perfect. While our steak's cooking, let's make some compound butter. To start our compound butter, we're going to start with half a cup of butter. We're adding to that 2 teaspoons of garlic and 2 teaspoons of parsley, 1 teaspoon of finely chopped rosemary, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and then give it a good mix. To make that easier on you, make sure you use room temperature butter. For our steaks, if you want a medium rare doneness, pull it at 130 degrees. If you want medium finish, pull it at 135. Once that steak has reached that final desired temperature, you're going to let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes. The reason we want these to rest is so that the juices can redistribute. If we were to cut right into them, the juices would just flow right out. While our steaks are resting, we're going to spoon onto them 1 tablespoon of our compound butter. Once they are done resting, you are ready for the best steak of your life.